Chelsea fans, I think we need to talk. Finally, Chelsea seems to be moving in the right direction. The direction we as fans always wanted Chelsea to move. It's been 4 years and we finally seeing some excellent results. Not just on the field, not just with the manager, and not just with front of shirt sponsor. There's a lot of things happening. I also want to analyze the match we had yesterday, Chelsea versus Luton Town, where Chelsea won it comfortably. So let's talk about it and see where we head up. Welcome back to Blue Nation TV. This is Derek here. I actually want to talk about Chelsea team that looks like it has a plan. We've got Xabi Alonso. Then Xabi Alonso starts shaping the squad and brings in the players that he needs. Young talent, experience, leadership, players who fit the system. And now today, Chelsea finally have announced a new front of shirt partner, Circle and USDC, for the 2026-2027 season. I'm not really high on the font and the bold letters, but we've got something, nothing to disappoint. We all wanted a front of shirt sponsor and we got one. The recruitment is happening, the manager is here, the squad is taking shape, the commercial side is moving, and after last night's 2-0 win over Luton Town in the Carabao Cup, I have just one question. What is missing? And for me, that is the trophy. That's the next step. Winning something, winning everything. Because Chelsea can tick every box they won this season. But end of the day, we want to put something in the cabinet. So today, we're talking about the Luton game. We're talking about the players. We're talking about Xabi Alonso's decisions. And of course, we have to talk about the transfers. Because with only days left, with the summer transfer finally coming to an end, Chelsea are not finished. So let's start with the game. Chelsea 2, Luton 0. I know some people will say it's only Luton. And I agree, it is Luton. But listen, you can only beat the team that's in front of you. And Chelsea did exactly that. It wasn't the most spectacular performances what I expect from Chelsea, but it was controlled, it was professional. Chelsea showed a lot of respect to Luton Town, and most importantly, we never really looked like we were losing the game. Yeah, we were slack in some moments. We knew as a team that we are going to get a lot of chances. That was the way how the game was played, but sometime whenever you get chance, you need to keep scoring. Chelsea controlled the game from start to finish, and Luton Town barely threatened Mike Penders' goal. And that's something I want to see more from the Chelsea team, and that is control. So let's start at the back. Mike Penders, a debut for Mike Penders, and honestly, he didn't have a lot to do for the game, but that's actually a good thing. Nothing to do. I think it was quite a long time we've seen a game like that where the goalkeeper has nothing much to do. He made the saves that he needed to do, and that was just only one. Luton didn't really cause a lot of serious troubles for Chelsea. And most importantly, it's a clean sheet. Chelsea fans, when was the last time you could say we had a clean sheet? Yeah, defensively, we looked comfortable, so I'm happy. I'm not going to sit here and say Penders is suddenly the answer to everything. But for a young goalkeeper, that's a good start. So yesterday we played with a system of 4-2-3-1. The back four consisted of Malo Gusto, Josh Acheampong, Maxence Lacroix, and Pep Chaveria. A debut for Pep Chaveria. There were a few things but I really liked here. Malo Gusto. Gusto was excellent. He didn't just defend, he also gave us an assist. The cross to Danny Welbeck, beautiful. And that's exactly what you expect from your fullback. Defend, attack, provide, be involved. Gusto looked like a player, he really wants to make that position his own. He has got a lot of competition in that position, likes of Palestra. He's injured, he will be back. So it's a healthy fight to see that Gusto is actually really improving. And he's a brilliant guy, no doubt about it. Then we have Maxence Lacroix. I have to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing, baby. He's got the experience. He's physically strong, he's composed, and he doesn't look like someone who keeps panicking with every ball near his feet. For me, a really promising signing. And I think he's going to become very important for Xabi Alonso in this season. And then we have Josh Acheampong. This kid, I really like him. You can see there's something there, the confidence, the physicality, the quality. And remember, he's still developing. The more games he plays, the more confident he's going to be. And I want Chelsea to give him an opportunity because you can see the quality is already there. Now let's talk about Pep Chaveria. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really convinced by Pep Chaveria. There were moments where I wanted him to be more aggressive, take the man on, trust yourself, don't hesitate. I'm also going to be patient. This guy is still getting used to England, different football, different intensity, different physicality. And Xabi Alonso clearly believes in him. So if Xabi believes in you, I'm willing to give you time. But Pep, you got to trust yourself. At Chelsea, nobody is going to wait forever. You got to step up into the limelight. So in the midfield, we had the pairing of Reece James and Valentín Barco. This was interesting. Reece James, a captain, experience, everything. And alongside him, you had Valentín Barco marking his debut. And I want to say, I was impressed by Valentín Barco, very impressed. He looks aware, he looked comfortable, he knew where to be. He didn't look like someone who was completely lost in his first appearance for Chelsea. And yes, before somebody tells me, I know it is Luton. I'm not saying Barco is suddenly the next greatest midfielder in the footballing world. I am saying give praise where it's due. He played well, and considering the amount of booing he was receiving every time he touches the ball, he handled himself pretty well. What do you expect from English fans, yeah? What do you expect from English crowd? They're going to give you that treatment always. But Barco didn't let it completely consume him, and that's something I like. Good to watch him. So yes, and let's talk about the strikers. We had Estêvão and Morgan Rogers on the wings. Honestly, they both look like players who are still getting themselves up to full fitness. Rogers has had a crazy summer after the World Cup, no time to rest. He hasn't really had the same rest period you would normally expect. I think his fitness will improve, his sharpness will improve, and when that happens, we are going to see the best of Morgan Rogers. But then there's Estêvão. He got a second goal. Well, technically it was an own goal, but let's not get away with technicalities. He made it happen. His shot took the deflection and ended up in the net. Because sometimes you just need to keep going. Keep shooting, keep attacking, keep putting yourself in the positions. It was a beautiful ball from Valentín Barco, I believe. Beautiful. Eventually, something happens. Persistence pays. And Estêvão gets his reward. But I'm still expecting a lot from him. He looked very rusty. He looked a little bit lazy at times. Sometimes he wasn't as sharp as I expected him to be. That's okay. I'm not saying he's still adapting, but I think he needs to get back to his match fitness. And Xabi Alonso's system demands a lot of intensity. You need to keep attacking once you get the movement, once you get the ball. The movement, decision making has to be quick. And Estêvão needs to get there quickly because the talent is obvious. Now we need the consistency. Cole Palmer, overall good game. Very good game. I'm a bit disappointed that he didn't score for having a beautiful game. Palmer had a lot of chances, but sometimes it's just not your day to score, right? Palmer looks very sharp. The good thing is he was involved in everything. He was creating a lot of chances. He was getting into dangerous moments. I think Cole Palmer is really enjoying Xabi's system, right? You can see that. Yeah, he deserved a goal, absolutely. Bad luck, Cole Palmer. Now we move on to the next game. And then we talk about a striker, Danny Welbeck. People questioned his age, man. Chelsea are bringing a 35-year-old player to play in Chelsea. Hey, that's not a recruiting model, man. You don't bring an old man to Chelsea. I don't really care. Danny Welbeck, if you keep scoring, that's the only thing that matters to us. You keep scoring whenever you get chances, make it happen. Chelsea do deserve someone like you. I know sometimes it just gets boring, a lot of youngsters, but man, you are the one to watch for. And we can count on you to give us. I mean, if you see the whole game, he wasn't involved with anything. There was absolutely nothing he was doing. I couldn't see where my striker was. But then once he scored the goal, wow, just one chance, boom, goal. A lovely, beautiful header. Beautiful cross by Malo Gusto, must say. And Danny Welbeck, he missed another chance. But overall, a brilliant performance by old man Danny Welbeck. Man, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really impressed by our coach, must say, Xabi Alonso. I'm really liking him. In the post-match, somebody asks him about why Enzo Fernandez isn't there in the game when you announced that he could play. And he says it was my decision. This only goes to show that Xabi Alonso is well respected in the dressing room. He doesn't care players' egos. He just cares about your performance. And one thing you might have seen that every time somebody from the media asked him about a single player, a single individual, he always diverted the talk to a team. He says it's a team. We need to perform as a team. We need to do better as a team, and we need to keep moving. I don't think so. It's about him focusing on an individual, even if it's Cole Palmer's question or even if it is Enzo Fernandez's question. He always says the team, and it's my decision. And that's what I really love about Xabi Alonso. The manager is in complete control. I only hope that it remains like that. No bloated egos. Everybody plays as a unit, plays as a team, and wins us something. So yes, I was talking at the start of video, Chelsea are finally getting things right. A lot of boxes are ticking. We've got Xabi Alonso, then Xabi Alonso is shaping the squad. We are bringing in players who fit the football, young players, experienced players, leaders, different profiles. Then today, Chelsea gave us a bomba. Chelsea Football Club announces Circle Internet Group as principal partner. Chelsea Football Club today announces a landmark partnership with Circle Internet Group Inc., one of the world's leading internet financial platform companies. The new partnership sees Circle become a principal partner and official front of shirt partner beginning with 2026-2027 season. Wow, brilliant. At least we've got something. The font could have been a little smaller, but I'm okay. We have something. We don't have to worry about the finances now, yeah? I think Chelsea looks pretty set now. So now let's talk about the transfer madness, because it looks like Chelsea aren't finished. Emiliano Martínez, the biggest news. Chelsea have agreed a deal with Aston Villa for 33-year-old goalkeeper, reportedly around 7.5 million, with 2-year contract being discussed. And honestly, am I excited? No, but I understand. This is a goalkeeper who has been there winning the World Cup. He represented another World Cup, so that makes him a goalkeeper who has been in 2 World Cup finals. Good experience, personality. He can take abuse and still stand up. He's a bit cocky at times. But if Xabi Alonso believes that he is the right person for now, then I stay with Xabi Alonso and his decision. Finally, he is the manager. He knows what is needed for the team. Could be a good addition. There's also Lamine Camara. Midfield, we have another interesting one. Lamine Camara. Chelsea are reportedly looking at a Monaco midfielder, with reports suggesting talks have moved towards an opening proposal. Oh, is this a replacement for Enzo? Because if Enzo is leaving, Chelsea are looking for another midfielder. Is it squad planning? Is it succession planning? Or is just something Chelsea is preparing for something and I don't know yet? Man, let's go for it. And then we have Enzo Fernandez. When is this story going to end, man? If Manchester City is interested, come on, put your bid. Take the player. I've kind of lost a little bit of love for Enzo Fernandez now. He's a brilliant player. Even Man City paid 200 million for him. He's still going to do well. Bit disappointed that Enzo Fernandez is leaving. But in case if this deal doesn't happen, Enzo Fernandez has to start liking Chelsea again. He needs to have a talk with Xabi Alonso and might probably have to apologize to his teammates and other Chelsea fans. I just hope this episode has an end and we get to know what is the outcome. We just have maybe 2 days of transfer window remaining. I just want a proper end to this. And I hope it's good. We don't want anything being bad. Mamadou Sarr has left for Real Sociedad. It's a good platform for him to perform. I'm really happy for Mamadou Sarr. I think another one deal which Chelsea is really going to close is Nico Jackson. The terms have been agreed, the paperwork is done. It's only time that Aston Villa will announce Nico Jackson as a player. So finally, Chelsea 2, Luton 0. On to the next round, clean sheet. Welbeck scores on his debut. Barco gets his first start. Penders gets his debut. Lacroix looks promising. Acheampong continues to grow. Gusto gets an assist. Estêvão gets his goal involvement. Palmer looks sharp. And Xabi Alonso looks like a man who knows exactly what he wants. And then we get a front of shirt sponsor. We have more transfer activity. Camara is being discussed. Jackson is heading to Aston Villa. And Enzo, that's a big one. Chelsea fans, I don't know where this season is going to take us. But for the first time in a while, I look at Chelsea and I just don't see individual pieces. I see a plan. And now, Xabi, you build the team, you build the players, you've got the structure, you've got the fans, you've got the sponsor, and you've got the opportunity. Now, give us the trophy because that's what Chelsea fans want. Not promises, not potential, not another rebuild. Trophies. So, guys, that's my take on Chelsea 2, Luton 0. Tell me in the comments who was your man of the match. Was it Gusto? Was it Lacroix? Was it Barco? Was it Palmer? Was it Welbeck? Or you're giving it to Estêvão? And more importantly, what do you think about Emiliano Martínez joining Chelsea? Let me know in the comments. This is Blue Nation TV by Derek. I'll see you soon tomorrow with match analysis for a game on Sunday, Chelsea versus Brighton. I'll see you soon, Chelsea fans. Till then, Mogaso.